finale at Las Vegas for the Xfinity Series. Man, what a race it's going to be. Really excited to see the four championship contenders, Zach Domer, Paul, Timmy, and Trash God, battle it out tonight at Vegas. Give us just a moment. These guys are qualifying. We're going to let them wrap that up. Get an invite here in a minute when these guys get ready, and then we'll jump in. Might have multiple special guests in the booth tonight, so just stick around and we'll see how that goes. Going to go quiet just for a minute and get ready. Then we're going to bring you that action at Las Vegas. Hey Larry, how's it going? No, you're not late. We're just waiting on invites here, and then we'll get going. I think it's going to be a great race. Definitely didn't want to miss championship battle between the four that are contending. I think it's going to be a hell of a battle between them. Yeah, definitely worry. Strict cautions tend to kind of bring out cautions. I, I believe they are running stricts, but you know what? Hopefully these guys can just settle it out. Sure, and really have a good battle. Yeah, Vegas is hard to do, and I think we saw some four wide last night too, and it's not going to work at a track like Vegas. Usually the track makes you pay for it. Yeah, I believe you. I'm sure it did. The laps winded down quickly for you guys last night. Yeah, and it was a 100% race, right? They're all 100%. Yeah, that's a thing. Not too many times have I seen the Xfinity guys run a 100% race this year. So that. Yeah, I mean, for some of these guys, they might not have any experience running that many laps. So maybe the guys that do, like Paul and Domer and Trash, three out of the four might have a little bit more experience running those laps. But I know Timmy's got a lot of Cup experience this year as well. So I don't know. I just wonder like how much of that goes into your strategy, changing your car, trying to accommodate for that. Yeah, because you're going to have your longest run tonight. That's probably one of your longest runs of the season is the championship battle. So, you know, hopefully you took good notes when they ran here at the beginning of the season and try to duplicate that. I'm not sure who won. I think Paul was leading on the white flag lap and ran out of gas, and I'm not sure who won the race. Me and Paul were talking about it this week. So he was talking about letting one slip out of his hands, but for that seven team, they're trying to duplicate that success. And maybe you learn from it. Go, hey, we don't pit that lap that we did. Try to stretch it out a little bit further, and then have the car to pull it off. So definitely a contender tonight. It's hard to pick between the guys that are battling. That poll was hard to choose from. Did not want to pick any one of them. Felt bad for not picking the other three. Well, I picked Paul to win tonight. Who was your pick? Okay. Right. I agree. For sure. I mean, it's anybody's game. I mean, you saw Timmy get his first win of the year at Texas, a few races ago, and they had a late race caution, and he's able to zigzag through and make it no damage, and then win the race. And maybe that happens tonight. Maybe it happens, and Timmy walks away with a championship. I would not be surprised. Yeah, he got second, didn't he? Yeah. Wow. Wow. I mean, just wild to think, and not to say that, our dark horse or our wild card guys haven't had a good year. They have. They got to the Final Four. So it's just crazy to kind of see that underdog have a shot like that. So close. Well, he sent an invite, but I do not want to join. Okay. All right. Really? Wow. Interesting. We'll have to see how that pans out tonight. Interesting. But stage points don't matter tonight between the championship four, right? So it's just finish. Yeah. Okay. Right. That's what I like to hear. All right, we got word that they're just waiting on two guys to make it to their cars, and then we'll get these bad boys fired up and go green flag shortly after that. I'm gonna post in the main chat real quick. It's okay. He likes being lonely. Okay, there we go. He. I can do that. Oh, oh yes, I can do it. He. I can still use at everyone tag. Ha. We will tag everybody. Okay, he says we're good. Did you get an invite, Larry? Okay. If not, let me know. I'll give you one. Okay. Should be good to go. Yeah. All right, we're joining in just a little late. It's okay. Dang, I did not look to see who got polled there. But they will be first on the broadcast, so whoever that is has taken the green flag at Vegas. Legends. I think Legends got the pole. Number 68. I'm going to try to watch it over stream so that we can keep up the laps. I'm not blind. Oh, yeah. All right, there we go. Legends still leading the pack here. Domer in the 1, looking on the outside. Timmy's up there as well. Paul in the 7. So 3 out of the 4 championship guys. Oh, and there's Trash. They're all under a blanket right now. Well, there you go. Domer answered your question right now. Taking the lead out of 4. Going back to the high side, bringing his teammate with him. Yeah, so now if you're Timmy and you're Trash, now you really want to get around the 68. Because now you're watching Domer and Paul just pull away. Yeah, for sure. Even though draft is definitely important at Vegas, you can break away from a pack. Yeah, you can break away. There we go. Paul to lead on the outside now. Domer looking to lose another spot here as Legends in the 68 looking back down on the low side. I believe that's Cyber Viper in the 22. Running top 5 right now. All right, these guys got a long way to go here in stage 1. These guys going to have to make a green flag pit stop. Don't get a yellow. I'd like to see that. Oh, there we go. That should be a caution. And it was. And it looked like he just got the wall out of 4, and unfortunately, guys behind him didn't have nowhere to go. I think one did. One got him in the side a bit. Almost reminded me of a Nard's car, but maybe it was Kime. It had to be Kime. It was a yellow car. And man, you talk about a heartbreak for Kime. I tell you, just missed out on making it to this Championship 4 race. And Meyer's back in 10th right now, so got to read that. All right, green flag. Paul brings it all the way down to the apron. Gonna take the lead going in 1. Yeah, I don't think you show your hand this early, you know. You know, maybe late in the race, you race that guy that hard, but early on, just let him drive. I like the high side of Vegas. It's where I prefer my car to be for sure. Yep. And I like what some of these guys have done tonight. You know, pull it down, try to block that low lane when it's got momentum. You kind of do that. And if you got a car that works on the bottom and the top like that, then you know you're sitting in pretty good shape. Yep, 7's definitely doing a good job. 22 looking low, bringing it down real hard, drive it in there. Got a fender on him going out of 4. Let Paul get him on that side. Let's see. Invites to that chat. Okay. give me just a second. Larry, you call it. I'm going to go blue screen real quick. Got to do some invites. And listen to your lovely voice. Dang it, what happened? Oh no. Hey Mike, you mind sending the invites to the other guys? Whoever you need? Thank you, sir. Oh no! Man, you've been doing great, Larry. Thanks, Mike. All right, still green flag here.
All right, there we go.
There we go. Domer's in the lead. You talked about Domer checking up. I guess he's doing pretty good now because he's leading.
Yeah, I wish I could have seen that. I had to change my settings.
Well, welcome back, Larry.
Yes, technical difficulties aside. Oh, Timmy, caught the wall a little bit.
Yeah, not too bad. Able to keep it going. Got that top side checked up, though. Vipa definitely helped him out there. And, oh, by the way, we have our lovely owner, Mike Mackey, joining us in the booth. How you doing, buddy? We're getting Mike hooked up.
There we go.
He's gonna join us here in just a minute.
Should be on now.
How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Doing good.
Good. You having fun so far?
Yeah. I think we're having a good race.
Yeah, this has been a great race so far.
Championship 4 contenders running 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
Best position these guys have been in all night. Trash dive to the outside, looking back low on Domer. Battle for the lead. Paul's got the best seat in the house.
Oh, Trash
Trash is lagging. Yep.
Just spiked a little bit. Seems like Trash has a really good car entering the corners on the low side, but the outside's just muscling around and keeping that momentum up.
Yeah, I definitely like the adjustments that he might have made on his pit stop there. Timmy almost all the way into the wall there. Lost a little momentum.
Here comes Paul up to second.
Yep. Oh man, Paul got another good run there. Had to kind of block Trash though. That messed up his run. Trash back to second.
Yeah, that let Trash get around him right there.
Yeah, I don't know if he'd be pushing quite as hard as these four are right now this early. I mean, you obviously want to stay near the front, but man.
I don't think it's worth risking getting in trouble.
That's right.
And they Phil's kind of panned out now. I mean, I know we're all nose to tail here, top 8, but everybody's doing a really solid job. I think if you're top 4 guys, you got to try to race for the win. at all times. You just got to get your car in that mode. Now Timmy's having to block time now for fourth.
Yeah, right now in this position, I'd rather be trash. Sitting in third, keeping up. Well, was keeping right up with him. Just kind of biding my time.
Yeah, he might be doing that right now. You know, he was up there, and maybe it's time to just be patient. Paul says, "Heck with patience."
Yeah.
Looking for the lead.
He wants those imaginary stage points.
Hey, gotta get him. Bragging rights.
Here comes Trash right back to him again.
Yeah, those guys kind of got side by side, able to gain those 2 links. Still side by side at the line.
Yeah, it doesn't take much.
Trash is gonna try the high side.
Yeah, the high side's kind of stacked up now. Everybody's up
And
there.
Paul's gonna pass over for the lead.
Man, that high side had the draft. Interesting.
Oh boy, 3 wide.
Normally that would cut your tire down, but not here. Man, that high side really's got the momentum now. Timmy's looking to get by Domer now too.
I think Timmy's gonna get it done.
Ooh.
Timmy is going to have the position by maybe about a quarter of a hood coming across the line.
Trying to see maybe if there's some strategy in this one car going backwards right now. Trying to see what he sees.
I think he's just been stuck on the bottom.
Yeah, because they're all going to have to pit.
Oh, he gets to the top now.
They're still going to have to pit. So he's not saving.
I would think if he was trying to save, he would have got to the high side and just started using the draft to pull him along so he wouldn't have to use so much gas, but he took a while to get up there.
Yeah, interesting. You know, you saved that for the last stage. You know, you saw that move on the outside work for those guys. Just keep that in your back pocket for later.
Yeah, you try it out early on, see if it works, and if it does, just keep that in the back of your mind for later in case you got to pull it out.
Yeah, or in case, you know, Domer saw that move on the outside start, well, he's got to get up there and try to block it. Because you saw Paul early in the race kind of leading the field from the high side like he is now. But Domer was leading the field on the bottom, and they finally just were able to get that run on the outside. And I think they're signaling to pit.
Looks that way.
Or unless they all got loose. No,
No, here they come.
Oh,
Timmy gets into the back of...
Well, they sorted out, though.
But did the 20 get
the
down to
20
speed?
Or did he get damage in the rear, you know?
Oh.
That cost you a second. Because you're going to lose your pack if that's the case. So I think he got woed up, it looked like. But it was close. Alright, so we'll watch these guys on pit road. We'll see if Trash leaves at the same time as the other ones. Nope, Trash leaving.
Yep. He's leaving.
He made it.
They all got out. Okay.
Well, I'm assuming that Domer's our leader now. Over Kime and Legends and Gilly. But Domer's down pit road this time. And I'll come in. There we go. I guess they must be able to make it from this point.
Must be.
I think some had enough in their tanks to go through. Well, I'm thinking Paul pitting that lap early is going to be in pretty good shape here.
This track will come down to tires, not fuel tonight.
Yeah, I could shred that right rear like we saw it do last night.
Yep.
Yeah, looks like Paul's going to take the lead. Off the guys that pitted there, Domer's going to look like slot 4th or 5th here.
He's going to slot 4th right behind the other 3 championship contenders.
There you go. So we'll see if those, a couple lap newer tires pay off. See if he can kind of make up that ground. A lot of ground to make up though.
Yeah, not a lot of draft to rely on to be able to pull you this time.
Yeah. Whatever Domer hits at the line on the stream -1 is what Paul will go up. So. Alright, so we're at 13 to go now. So there's your contenders for stage 1 right now. Paul's leading Trash, and then Timmy's running in 3rd, and Domer's in 4th. Maybe 5th, actually, I'm sorry. 5th. Oh, the 22 is in the lead. I am so sorry. My mistake. I thought that looked weird. Wow. Well, good job by the 22 there, coming out of 5th or 6th there in the running order. Take the lead.
Yeah.
Here.
Take 2 maybe?
I don't know. I mean, he's... I don't know. I don't know if you can do that. Maybe.
Might be a bit of a risk, but I'd rather take that risk early on and find out if it works or not than wait until the last stage when it might be a little too late to be gambling like that.
And interesting, Domer's on fresher tires. Maybe these guys get hung up on Saiba here and, give Domer a little chance to kind of catch up, or even Timmy catch up. So.
Yeah, Domer and Timmy could draft up there if they get hung up behind the 22.
Because I'm thinking Vipa's in to win it.
Yeah, that's all he's there to do.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's going to stuff it in the wall. Well, there was the hang-up that we all were talking about.
Domer's going the Larson line off of 2.
He was close to getting that wall, but he made it work. Goodness. Right there in front of Paul. You think Paul clenched his cheeks a little there?
Probably.
I'd say it's a safe bet.
9 to go. Trash right on the bumper down for the lead here. Maybe he's got something for him.
Definitely looks like he got a really good run off of 2, but
on the bottom.
he just couldn't complete the pass.
God, if he could have got just a little bit to his quarter panel.
Oh, he's got to be even with him this time in 3.
Yeah, he's got the car working good on the bottom. We saw that early in that run. He was able to get that car.
Oh, contact!
Woo! Still side by side.
Stage points don't pay, boys.
I think there's egos on the line right now.
Man, Paul just gets a killer run off of 2 on the high side every single time.
Yeah, Domer is 1.9 back to 4th. To give you an idea on that, as these guys come to 7 to go for the 7 car.
If they keep this up, I think that 1.9 is going to get small real quick.
Yeah, but I mean, these guys got to get side by side. I don't know. It's a lot of ground. Still a lot. Trash did not take his bottom there in 3. Searching for something new. Trying to stay in his draft.
By the way, Racer, you were still in that other party at the time. I did get my Sunday.
What's that?
I said you were in that other party at the time. Just for those keeping score at home, I did get my Sunday.
Oh, heck yeah, on the Sunday. Good. You make me want to.
Did you include any cookies in it?
Yep.
Oh man, sounds like a good Sunday.
Oh yeah.
5 to go. Stage 1. Here at Vegas. It's been a good battle. I've been impressed.
Yeah, this has been a great race up to this point.
Domer 1.5 back with 4 to go. Got to get these guys side by side. You know, and this kind of gives you a preview. This could be the last stage right now, and you know, you could be exact same scenario, pitting just like we did. So you got to make adjustments now to try to make your car better on this part of the run. And I think Paul's led a chunk of this stage 1, so definitely feeling good for them. You know, what do you guys do if you're in that situation, you know, where you win stage 1, your car feels pretty good? Do you make a lot of adjustments compared to the guys running behind you?
Me personally, I never really do. If anything, I might change the tire pressure or 2 and maybe go down about a ½ pound or up, depending on what I think needs to be adjusted. But outside of that, I really don't change a whole lot if I like where my vehicle's going.
I agree.
Yeah, me too. I mean, if I'm running up in the top 4 like this, and I know that basically I can take the lead back anytime I want, I'm not changing nothing.
You're sitting pretty. Oh! Domer was looking at the grass, but was able to save it back there. These guys are on 2 to go right now. Still keeping you here for the battle on the lead. Not quite sure.
Kime got really close to Timmy there. I was almost thinking he might have gotten a little bit too tight and got up into him, but I don't think that was the case of what happened.
Oh yeah, Kime. Looking at the replay there, Kime came down. Almost sent Domer to the pits. 1 to go. Alright, Trash, how hard are you going to drive it? I'd say pretty hard. Dropped in there pretty good. Paul took it all the way to the bottom and blocked that run by Trash.
But you're gonna have. Oh, Trash got a little loose off of 4.
Yeah, it did.
Not that it really was gonna matter. It wasn't like he was gonna have a.
There you go.
Shot at winning the stage there, but good effort.
All right, Paul ranked your stage 1 winner at Vegas. Looks like Trash got 2nd, Timmy 3rd, Gilly in 4th, and I think Domer got the 5th, but Rex after the line. And then Kime 6th, Legend 7th. Reap, your truck championship winner, is running in 8th, and then Morrison 9th and Zach in 10th. Well, if you're in the back of the pack, this is your chance to get back up to the front. Be a part of the party. Looks like Cyber's in the back here. Not sure what happened there. But green flag, stage 2. Paul taking him down to 1.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, the 39's in the wall in the back. The 22 might have got a piece. Looks like I'm gonna stay green.
Mike, do you know if they're running strict tonight?
Yes, they are.
Well, they're doing a really good job for it being strict. Give these guys credit.
Yeah, that very first caution showed me they were running strict because the 39 got in the wall, didn't touch anybody else, and the caution came up from the first one.
Well, I thought Khan kind of bounced into him a little bit. That might have triggered it, but or maybe it was really close.
Yeah.
Trash is like, hey, I'm back. Right to the white. Looking like Charlie Sheen down there. Nah, just kidding.
You can get up close and personal with that white line, but it's a very fine line that you're running. A little too greedy, and you could very well easily end up raptoring it.
We're gonna have to make an NGRL dictionary and add raptoring it into it.
That'll be the first word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be our most used word every season.
Oh god, it has to be, yeah.
I'll make a note of that for next season.
We should make a raptor and a counter. One person dedicated to each party to keep track of the times it's used.
Should have like a year-end award show and give the award for the most raptors out of the season.
Yeah. Oh, I'm pretty sure the namesake will win that one.
We can trophy them a little Jurassic Park raptor.
Yeah.
Every year.
So the most raptors in one season, most dramatic raptor in one season, worst timed raptor
award.
Yep.
The raptor that took out the most cars.
Steal. There we go. Now we got some color commentary.
Welcome.
The one, the only, the living legend himself. The only man to intimidate Dalton.
You got that right.
But can you do it tomorrow is the big question.
Hopefully. Always. I mean, if I could become a 3-time champion, that would mean a lot. I think that'd be huge just to set that milestone.
Yeah,
7 seasons into the league.
And you almost won half of them. And then you go for half of them next season.
Junior cars were pretty much just 3 wide there, and Domer ate the wall a little bit.
Yeah, they're getting racy.
You gotta pack it in there like an Oreo, bro.
And they brought Ashley back to the fray.
They were double stuffed on that one.
The most of stuff. You have one of those.
Yes.
I have not.
If there's an Oreo made, I'd probably try it. That's me and the boys' favorite thing. To snack on an Oreo and trying different kinds.
I have to go on an Oreo hunt next time I go shopping and see how many different kinds of Oreos I need to try.
There really is. And then they always come out with
they're like
Whoa!
4 wide for a moment. Everybody's hitting each
Oh,
other.
the 21 just got moved up the track. Time's in the wall. The 21 is in the wall.
This is probably going to be a caution.
We're trying
You
out
would
the trick
think
caution
there's
now.
cars spinning everywhere still. Oh,
Caution is out.
22 just got the 21.
Well, the fans
That was
needed
the
something
dagger.
there. They sat through stage 1 and they were good. They need a little action. It's okay.
Yep, now I can get up and stretch your legs. In fact, I'm going to do that myself. I'll be right back. Steel will talk your guys' ear off till I get back.
Good. Well, looks to
Well,
me
what do you
like
think
the
so far, Steel?
I think that I definitely like the way Paul's looking. I think he's got the strongest car all around. Trash, if he can get back up there. He appeared to be really good as well. A little bit concerned about Timmy and Domer especially. Did not look very good that first stage.
Yeah, did you see that run on the outside they got on him?
Yeah, I don't know if Domer made any adjustments there, but we'll see how it handles going forward. He definitely is going to have to be better. This remaining part of the race, if he's going to want to win this.
I agree. I think they've all done a really solid job though.
Yeah, they're all good. They're top 4 cars here, I think. So
yeah, it's kind of a showing of what I think tomorrow's going to be for you guys. All 4 of y'all running together.
Could be. You just never know. How circumstances may play into it. Cautions and whatnot, but
Oh!
we got a car in the wall back there.
And
Looks like the
Caution's
21.
out.
who was that that got on the wall?
Looked like the 21.
Who got in the wall in turn 1. Looked like he was going to get back going, but the caution did come out.
Similar instance we had last night in the truck. Someone got in the wall, kept it going, and the game immediately decided that needed to be a caution.
But
Alright, let's see.
some strategy here. I thought this was going to happen. They didn't go that long, and now the championship drivers are going to have to negotiate some traffic.
Yeah, reset you to the full setter at the start.
I feel like it used to not do that.
I think that this is a move that Cyber did a lot last night in the truck race. He was staying out, trying to get that dominant track position.
Got to, man. Got to.
So they're 3 wide. Trash got put in the middle, but he should be able
Looks like
to
they
clear
sorted
low.
it out. Good boy, the third. Oh, whoa!
That's the
Looks like
39,
they're 3
right?
wide again, but
Yeah, that's humane coverage.
39
who
is
also
the second
stayed.
car on the outside.
Just took fuel, maybe.
There comes Timmy with a big run down on the bottom.
Yeah, it's his
Timmy
time to
can-
shine.
Timmy can get clear here. This can pull away this stage, but he's not going to.
It's too close to tell, but I think the 22 maintained the lead for that lap. But Timmy again really drives it down on the
Yeah,
bottom. The
20
22
really-
catches the wall.
Really gave the 22 a push into one, trying to get the draft on the outside. That could have been way worse.
But what
They
that
got away
did
with
is
one.
it
It's oh,
allowed-
there's a car on the apron in the back.
Like whoever that was.
Might have been
Domer
Zach.
kind of got together a little bit.
Yeah, you got Timmy, Trash, and Paul, your top 3. They managed to get through all that traffic. Domer did not.
Yeah.
He is
And
in
now
the
you
thick
watch
of
these
things
guys
right
drive
now.
away. That's tough.
Yeah,
But-
Domer's just in front of the 89. He's got a wad of cars in front of him.
Guys, another development
Actually,
on why that
Landon
may
Castle.
be happening. This stage could turn into fuel mileage here. I just looked at Timmy's stream. He is currently just a tiny bit short by the looks of it. It's
Interesting.
like right on the number. So,
Is this
I
one of the
think
tracks where they-
Domer's going to
it
do
takes
his
down
trademark move.
I'm not sure, but we're going to find out. As of right now, Timmy is about the half straightaway length short. So we'll have to monitor that throughout the rest of the stage, see if that comes into play.
fast? 22.
That could
What
be
about the
track.
tires? Will the tires last the whole run?
That's another question here, just with how they the Xfinity cars
Oh,
run
the
here.
22. Into the wall.
I tell you what, with this, I was going to say that maybe this doesn't matter at all. We'll have to monitor the tires as well,
if
though.
Dane decides that we're good to go.
Feel bad for Cyber there because he did not hit the wall like 3 times in a row, but then the 4th time finally got it.
I give him credit for trying it.
Yeah, I got still making adjustments there.
But the front,
oh.
Trash is now stuck on the inside.
Oh, right to the back.
Clear here. No, he cannot because he got to the inside of Paul.
Oh, the
Morris
66 and the 20.
Yeah, Morris got loose there coming off the corner, got into Trash. That nearly hooked the 20 car.
Paul had been doing a pretty good job at keeping Trash on the bottom there, playing defense from second, and that gave now Paul the shot to get around Timmy on the outside. So applaud him for that. Watched him drive it in there deep a few times.
Oh, Timmy really drives it in there.
Wow.
Paul saw it coming up. He shifted up just a little bit high and was able to maintain the outside on Timmy.
Ooh.
Run out of room.
Racing hard here.
Oh, the 19 catches the wall.
Oh, Timmy left him no room there.
He got 3 wide. That's actually kind of a break for Timmy because it gave him the top.
Oh, the 89. Sideways 68.
Man, I don't know how they haven't wrecked yet this run. They have been racing aggressively.
One of those DW sayings where you wrecked but you didn't hit anything.
And I tell you what, I'm watching the fuel. Timmy is not trending in the right direction right now. He is losing fuel, getting further and further away from being able to make it. So, as crazy as it sounds, Domer, the one who's stuck in the middle of everything right now, should want this to go green.
We know he's really good at saving fuel, but him being in the back is also helping out a lot.
Well, according to Domer's stream, he's got about 17 laps of fuel left, so...
And how many laps are left in the stage?
I think Domer's trending better.
Oh, so he's right on the cusp.
He's on the money, yeah. But I can also tell you I haven't seen his car at full throttle in a couple of laps here.
Yeah,
my big question is, will the tires run out before the fuel?
Not Domer's.
For Domer's probably not. Others it could. Yeah, but those top 3, they've been running so hard this stage.
I will say this though, as of it stands on Domer's stream, I would say that tires are going to be a problem, even for him.
Yeah.
They were a big problem last night, but I didn't know if there'd be a problem tonight.
I don't think
the Xfinity cars are a little more forgiving than the trucks, but
if you're Domer and can
the 39 through the grass.
Oh boy. Reaping the grass as well. Can the 39 keep it straight? Yes, he can. So this should stay green. Good job on Humane's coverage's part to keep the car straight, not wreck, not bring out that caution.
That scared me.
Like I was saying though, if Domer can pull this off, lap the entire field, you're all of a sudden at a major advantage. You know, one car's going to get the free pass, but everyone else will be subject to the wave around. So they won't be able to pit. You get the entire advantage, or they pit and stay lap down.
I think he's like 2 laps short on tires.
The only way, if that happens, that I could see the entire field getting the lap back is if they start having cautions, precautions, and the trend just continues throughout the entire final stage.
You know, if I'm somebody who knows I can't make it here, you almost have to consider pitting. Just so you can
I'd do it early, yeah.
I'd do it
going
as
now.
just a safety net to have that to fall back on.
You
Yeah,
pit
I'd be
now,
going
take
now.
4 tires, you could get your lap back. The other strategy is stay out as long as you can, take 4 tires then, and just do the wave round. You'll be a little bit down on tires, but you'll still be on the lead lap. And hopefully not that far off on strategy. This is going to be interesting for the championship guys. There's a lot riding on this. You know?
Yeah, because you go a lap down and you're not that first one to get their lap back, you're in trouble. Going into the final stage, it's almost, insurmountable unless you got a lot of cautions.
It's funny, I think everybody in this broadcast has been a part of a championship 4 race in this league at least one time. And
I made my first last night and it went horribly wrong.
see, the key at this stage of the race, I think we can all agree, you don't have to win now, but you can't take yourself out here.
Exactly.
You have to keep your championship rivals in sight. You cannot lose sight of them.
Yeah, so this is a unique situation with this pit strategy where you can lose the race here.
Raptor can contest this as well. I've lost 2 championships now by pitting and just taking 2 tires. It does not work out well
So
for
you
you.
would not recommend that?
No, not at all. I've lost a cup championship by taking 2, and the same thing with the trucks by taking 2.
Were
And
they both
everybody
at
had
Vegas?
4. They were both at Vegas.
Interesting.
Oh, wait, no. The first one was Homestead.
Okay. Oh.
And then the trucks was Vegas, and I took 2. And just did not pan out well for me.
Honestly,
Well, there you
the
go.
only way I would recommend anybody to take 2 tires here is if you're on a restart with less than like 5 laps to go.
And I'm currently looking at Dover's stream. It's a little bit behind what they are currently, but when he got to the line with 8 laps to go, he was right on the number. And
Yeah, you're talking
so
about fuel.
he should, with
Yeah,
fuel.
look at that
His
rubber.
tires will also be close. He's burning about 3% a lap, maybe even 4.
Yeah, it's so
Here they
damn
come.
close.
They all just signaled.
All these guys are pitting, and you see
Not
Domer not pitting here.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
fine.
Domer.
I think Domer's going for your strategy still.
I would be if I was
That's what
him,
I would
too.
do if I was in Domer's situation.
Yep.
You know, we talked about
You have
earlier
to.
how stage 1, it didn't look like Domer had the car, but he does have the strategy. This could turn this entire race upside down if he's able to pull this off. Especially if
track
he's got other
position is
guys
key.
with him.
And this
That
is what
just
we need.
separates the...
For now.
Now I'm curious, what are these guys going to do who are pitting? Do they take only right sides and just hope to stay on the lead lap, or they take 4 and then are going to do the wave
Wow.
round?
We heard before the right side's not going to happen. Or shouldn't happen.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
saw
take
that with
4.
Saiba. He was not able to make it. I saw Trash took 4.
I think we all
But
did.
yeah, Timmy
I
took
could see
4.
maybe them putting in enough fuel to try
I think
to
Paul
only
took
make
2.
it.
I think Paul took 2.
yeah.
Domer's tire light just came on his stream. Well, a few seconds ago.
Paul on 2 tires and is really not currently in position. Paul's going to need the lucky dog here because he's not going to be able to take the wave round on just right side tires.
Time pitted. Wow. I think Domer might have it in the bag.
Let's
It's
take a
trending
look.
in the better direction now. It's not wearing as much.
I mean, I think now Domer can pretty much just ride his own pace. He doesn't have to worry
Yeah,
about anybody
I
behind
think
him.
so.
He's
know,
got
but
the
at the
championship
same time,
for.
You want to run as hard as you possibly can here, just to set the championship guys as far back as you can. Lap as many people as possible. Make it as difficult for them as you can here.
Yeah, and what's
This-
worse is 21's on the same strategy as Domer right now, and that's another car between the guys that have got lapped. So you're just
Yeah.
now even more at the mercy of cautions.
Yeah, I'm looking. It's gonna be very close for both the fuel and the right rear tire for
Here
Domer.
comes the 21. And I believe the next car behind Domer now will be the 7 of Paul.
Yeah,
So the pits are now closed. 2 to go.
Domer says he doesn't know if that tire will make it, but I think he'll be okay.
I mean, it might blow across the line, but it still counts.
Yeah, Domer's the only one on this stretch.
He just said I'll be alright, so.
Paul is gaining fast.
As long as Paul stays where he is,
well,
he'll at least get the free pass here.
I mean, I don't blame Domer for slowing down. You gotta... I want to play it safe and make sure that tire makes it, but... Also, like Steele said, I wouldn't want to...
Paul, yeah, he's going to get the free pass. He'll be back on the lead lap and be able to pit no matter what. You can let him go here. The car behind Paul is currently the 68, non-championship. If he gets back on the lead lap, no big deal. But it looks like Domer's going to be able to hold him off.
Yeah,
they're coming to the stage end here.
No.
I think Domer's got it.
Domer's going to hold Paul a lap down too.
This changes everything. Caution out. Domer, the only one to finish on the lead lap.
Wow.
Timmy and Trash are in a difficult position here.
Yeah, with 2% of his tire across the line there.
But
yeah, he knows it too.
That was impressive.
See him in his stream. Look at him.
That's impressive.
Yeah, so yeah, Timmy and Trash, they can take the wave around here, or they can pit and just bank on another caution.
Depends if they took 2 or 4 on their stop, though. I didn't watch all of them.
They took 4 tires, so yeah, they can take the wave around. They're gonna be slow because they did run a significant number of laps.
This is the same thing KB did to us in his very first win in this league.
Was that
exactly how this played out? Yep.
Looks like Trash is opting to pit here, whereas Timmy did not. So Trash is still 1 lap down. He's gonna have to race for the free pass here. Timmy's on the lead lap, but is gonna be slow on older tires. Paul got the free pass. Yeah, Paul got the free pass. Is actually P2. These are all lapped cars ahead of Paul here.
Yep.
And Domer in the lead. You gotta remember too, these guys behind Domer, although a lap down, are on fresh tires and will be racing hard to get their lap back.
Exactly.
And there he is right now, Simon putting it up on the outside, almost got to the wall.
Saab is here to just win races. He has something to prove and he wants to prove it.
He's racing to get his lap back into the old-fashioned way right now.
3 wide back behind them. Trash did not get a good entry into turn 1, but he does get the exit. Here's still 3 wide. Trash at this stage, he's gonna need a caution one way or another.
That 66 is getting close to that white line.
Dude, that 7 car came right through that field.
Nowhere.
Yeah, Paul did a really good job managing that traffic, and now he's in the championship lead.
Yeah, he hit that high line and just went by all of them.
Oh, I think he's cheating, man. No.
Now,
he did a phenomenal job.
I think you got to push to get past these guys.
Yeah, you can't wait back now.
Make Trash fight for the lucky dog. Do not give him an automatic lap back in the event of a caution. And plus, the more cars you set in front of between yourself and Domer, the better. So, Trash!
No!
And that is going to be a controversial move because Trash just got his lap back from that.
Oh,
Trash
boy.
obviously thought he was clear and was not.
Oh, man.
Just a bad misjudgment there.
Oh, yeah, it was.
In the words of Mike Joy, this changes everything.
Yeah, I watched the replay on Domer's stream there, and that was not...
He was not clear.
The spotter must have sneezed at that instant. That's what it looked like.
And another story.
Oh, Domer just said, that's sus as fuck in his stream. He had the same thoughts some of us may have on that.
That also saves Timmy. he gets to put on fresh tires and be right back with the leaders here.
So championship 4, all 4 of them back on the lead lap.
Trash is in the back still because he has to start behind all the lap cars. Domer is back a ways because he had damage. Paul's still your leader, and Timmy, his whole race is turned around. He's right up with Paul now.
Yeah, with Domer a little bit back and Trash all the way back, so looking good. Man, you give credit to Paul right now, man.
Oh boy!
Take control of the race.
Meanwhile, at 9:22, almost
Here
had
we
a
go.
moment. There was also almost another one.
66. 22 just scraped the wall right in front of Domer.
Oh boy, Domer's meeting the sandwich here.
You can feel the intensity starting to pick up. This is the final stage. You know, you don't know if you're going to get another caution. You have to position yourself. Whether you're a championship guy or not, just the best you can here.
Ooh.
This is where I'd say it's more take, less give.
Yes, and they are
Oh, 4 wide, no way.
I don't see this ending well.
No, I don't think it is.
But it somehow
Wow.
did. That's some good driving there.
I'm curious to know what's going on with Domer. He's not a very good night at all.
He just,
He's
See
got
if
a
he can
long
get
run deal.
See if we can get the track position back here. Stage 1, certainly not good. Stage 2,
Really?
well, he pulled the strategy.
Can this come down to fuel mileage as well?
it can.
Depending on how the cautions fall.
Well, you gotta favor the one car, 100%, if it comes down to that.
Still
Yeah,
long.
there
Oh,
is
if it comes
still-
down to fuel mileage, I favor the one. My big question is tires. Who's got the best tire management?
I think again you gotta give it to Domer just because he's on the wheel.
Yeah.
Simon looked 3 wide, but thought better of it.
Sometimes the Hornets in the back.
You know, it's also important to remember there's still 97 laps to go. So, don't do anything stupid just yet if you're a championship driver. You can still win this no matter who you are, especially now that they're all back on the lead lap. That's big. Timmy, Paul, I think right now they're right where they want to be. You see Paul breaking that draft as well, trying to keep them side by side. It's a smart move to play.
He's been fast all night. Especially on that high side.
He's been fast all year, to be honest. He's always consistently in the front.
Yeah, for a while in the season, Paul had a very, very impressive streak of several stage top 5s. It got to like race, I want to say 13 or 14,
Yeah, something like
when that
that.
streak was broken. So he's been good everywhere this year. You gotta give him credit.
By far the best driver in terms of consistency.
Yeah, last season, he made the Xfinity playoffs. He had won the regular season championship, but just things didn't fall his way. Ended up missing a race in last season's playoffs, and in that format, that kind of just took him out of contention right there. Ended up finishing 5th in the points. So, no matter what happens the rest of the way tonight, he has just improved massively this season compared to last.
100%. I actually picked him to win the race tonight.
Oh, got a car in a wall. That's trash.
Oh, Domer's in it. Trash is in it. Morris.
And a caution is out. Looked to me like Morris got hit down into the apron, slid back up, and that just took everybody. That started it, the trial there.
Yeah, they all got twitchy after Trash hit the wall and chaos. 14 seconds of damage for Domer.
Ouch, that's gonna...
Put you right in the middle of the pack.
Domer's gonna be towards the back
I think
again.
he's 5th row outside, 4th row outside? I don't know, I'm having a hard time counting cars. Too many white cars throwing me off balance.
4th row starting to move.
Green flag back in the air.
Now we got 90 laps to go.
89 goes for a ride down the back.
He had help by whoever the car is right in front of Domer right now. 16.
Bit of contact. Paul had a really good restart that time. He's got a big gap between himself and the rest of the field. They're
Oh,
side by
I
side.
just heard
Lots of cars in the
screeching.
wall back there. Oh, we might
89's
get a
in the
caution.
wall,
There's a car
44 is
around.
around.
Caution is out. Yeah, Reek got around.
Completely irrelevant, but I just noticed that a Chicagoland Speedway sticker's on the decal to the 89.
Rest in peace.
Forever in our
Know that,
hearts.
Larry, that's your car.
I haven't driven that car all year.
Well, you did.
Yeah, but I never cared about what was on the deck lid.
Fair enough. Still, just a really long way to go in the race, so kind of at this point, these guys, you know, they ain't gonna get too serious yet, but as the laps start to wind down, you should just see the intensity continue to pick
I
up.
would think track position's going to start becoming more and more key.
Yeah. If it does somehow go green the rest of the way, it is still a 3-stop. Unless Domer really saves a ton of fuel.
How many laps do they get on a tank?
Yeah, 20 in the low 20s if they're running all out. Yeah, they are restarting with 85
Whoa,
laps
the
to
68! Thought about going 3, backed out of it.
go. And again, Paul with another good restart.
Yeah, I think Paul's learning something on his research right now.
Timmy got clear though. The draft should allow him to run Paul back down. Simon, line
I think
22.
Paul went to a Chiefs restart school. He's been schooling the field on these restarts.
Must have. Sort that out. Domer is gonna clear high here. He gotta take that. Yep, he does. So Domer now into 6th, solidly. Morris takes a look down. Oh, Zach just got the wall. The 16.
Oh, the 68 just got pounded in the back.
Yeah, that kind of created a stack up. 16 just got the wall a little bit.
It's not to worry about.
Yeah, I think if you're Dover, you gotta find a way around the 16.
I mean, they're
just
holding
am
pace,
not-
but you just want by, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 16 just got the
He
wall a
was
little bit
looking.
again.
Especially for
You know, maybe if he just offers him an Oreo as he goes by, just kind of try to throw it out the passenger side of the car, hope that...
Jimmy's looking for the lead here. In the trash.
Oh, stacked up the wall again. He got to the back of that 19, and I think that messed him up.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened to Kai, but
Oh boy!
got now.
There's a
Oh,
hornet's
there they
nest of
go.
cars.
There
There
was-
goes the 66.
Oh, that might
He's
be a-
around on the inside.
Caution is
Caution.
out. Yeah, they just got stacked up, and 68
Accordion.
at a moment. 66, and there went Morris down into the inside wall. Now you're going to be restarting with about 77, 78 laps to go. That's borderline on pit strategy. If you're someone like Domer, you could probably pull it off, but you're talking now multiple runs. And also, that accounts for no cautions.
So the big question is, do we see this going green to the end?
No. Personally, I do not.
I'm with you. I don't see this going green to the end.
Something to note here, Timmy got the lead under the pit stops. Now we'll see how he can restart here.
He got a good jump, but Paul's got the outside, and we know that car's been strong up there, but he got cleared by Timmy.
Timmy got the lead a little bit, 1 and 2, not the greatest
Whoa,
restart.
they're close with trash.
Oh gosh, lots of cars just swirling there.
I thought that was going to be a hook right there.
Yeah, Timmy not able to pull away. Paul right on his back bumper. Looking high. Oh man. Didn't get there. That was an interesting time to look. Oh, trash. I think he might have had a little bit of contact with the 9.
He got very close. I couldn't tell if there was contact on my end.
Looked like he just got tight. Exited 2. Oh man. Oh man, that might be bad back there.
Oh yeah.
There goes the 22
wall.
into the wall. He collects the 89.
That caution for that.
Caution.
Wow. Nobody had actually wrecked there, but a car did get the wall pretty hard. And there's that caution that we said was coming, and that throws out the questionable pit strategy, I think. Maybe still a little bit questionable. It'll be about 72 to go. But Timmy now has the lead. And I'm looking here. Domer might stay out. He decided to pit. Domer needs to find some track position here. He's just been stuck. Green flag again. Oh,
Oh, the
wow.
68, a mega
no.
lag.
That is going to be a caution. Yeah, the 68 just lagged pretty bad there.
He's still swerving on my end a little bit.
Is it me or is this turning into a caution fest all of a sudden?
Yeah, the caution's
It's definitely not you.
Raptor, what's the count at, buddy? Well, Raptor must not be answering, huh? Two or three, possibly.
Gonna need some trends.
Oh, they gotta be more than that.
They've had 4 cautions in like the last 10 laps.
Yeah, they're catching the trucks quickly.
Stage 1 and 2, they were looking pretty good. Now they just seem to not be able to get a run
Did we
going.
get a total number of cautions for last night?
Too many.
Domer
Oh, look at that pit
stayed
strategy.
out. So did Saiba. Domer
Well,
had
with
to
a
do
2, they only
something.
made a quarter of a lap.
Yeah,
So
Domer
I don't
had to do
blame them
something there.
for staying out.
Oh,
That 68 is lagging.
Domer, he had to try something. He was just stuck back there in traffic
Yep.
and just only running. Like, not even a full 1 and 2 there. You gotta do something.
Yeah, definitely the right call.
Yeah, it would have been the call I made if I was stuck in traffic like he was. Oh, the 68's jumping again.
What do they say, man? Your car looks better when it's leading.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Zach just got a
the
lag
68
boost.
just... Yeah, I was riding on the 68. He was,
It's gonna be another caution.
That lag started from out of turn 2. For a car that's got my name on it, I was hoping it'd be a little
Yeah, Larry.
more stable than me, but I think I cursed that car.
Is it Larry's Hard Lemonade?
It is tonight.
A little too hard.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I might have put a little too much alcohol in that one.
Bad Larry. Well, there you go. Green flag again.
And Domer was able to
Domer
take his
with a
tires.
really solid restart.
So successful strategy fooled by the one. Now can he just hold this track position?
I think I saw a bead of sweat fall off the 7 there. Just a little.
They still have coming to 62 to go here. So still a really long way to go. As Timmy got the ball there, this might stack up the field. Touch. But yeah, still a long way to go in this race. We'll see if Domer's made any improvements to his car. It's been a while since he's actually had to race and had this track position, so we'll see here. But Timmy looking on the outside.
The outside is just monstrous.
Goodness.
If Domer wants to win this championship, he will have to do a better job at protecting the top.
Oh,
his
trash with a
just
spike.
flagged. Luckily, not
How
too
much
bad.
damage does that give the 7? Because he destroyed the 7 on my end.
That was a ton of lag. Holy smokes.
Not as bad as the 68, fortunately. And Paul is still going, but how much damage does he have?
I'd say at least a little bit.
His front end is yellow.
Oh no. That was that bead of sweat. Told you. That even though he was in 4th place, it was the worst place that the 7 car had been all day. And you just subject yourself to it.
You know, despite the damage, he just pulled a power move on the outside of Domer on the exit into 2.
And it stuck. He cleared Domer.
I am starting to get genuinely concerned about this one car.
Yeah, I just
I don't think he's got the car.
He just, even when he gets the lead, just seemingly isn't able to hold on to it. Now he's getting super tight.
Yeah, he tried to scoot up on the outside and the car didn't work.
Oh, the 68 just caught the, or the 66 just caught the 89 a little bit.
He just said in his stream he wants to get to the top, but he does not want to be right behind Trash, so he's waiting to get up top.
See if he can maintain.
Oh, Trash and Timmy!
Timmy saved it.
Oh no!
And, there's my.
Oh dear.
And the crowd moving on.
Trash got really close to the wall off turn 4. I think he just turned trying to stay off it. Got.
Oh yeah, he came down and clobbered Timmy.
And
there's
Timmy
2
went.
for Trash.
Trash certainly not making the other championship contenders happy. He's
Yeah, he wrecked Domer, he legged into Paul, and now he wrecked Timmy.
Yeah, made a bad block on
Oh,
Domer.
Timmy! Into the wall! It's hard! Turn 1!
Big crash. Oh my goodness.
To be honest with you, I helps out the 7 now because it can fix that damage.
Yeah, this is big for the 7.
I think for Domer, he's just got to keep it on the outside.
Looking at that crash on Timmy's stream, looked like him and Kime just converged at the exit of the tri-oval. I think Timmy expected Kime to be up higher than he was. They converged. Timmy was out of control from that point. Heavy contact with the outside wall there as well.
That was
Now
almost
Timmy
like Austin Terrio here in the truck race.
is bad track position. But this incidental contact that's starting to happen is going to bring up the intensity.
Let's see, what does Domer get for a restart this time? It's not quite... Okay, the 20's cleared him.
I do think the bottom is the place you want to be in turns 1 and 2 on the restart, but after that, you want to try and get to the top. So it works out for the leader, but
Domer
everyone else...
with a huge move to the inside.
Oh, he should have drove that
quite
thing in.
clear him.
couldn't make it stick.
I think if he would have drove it in just a little deeper... Oh, the 19's in the wall. And he's back in the pack. There goes the 21. If Domer would have just drove that in a little deeper, he could have pulled a slide job and probably had trash cleared.
So now after this caution, it's going to be 50 laps to go. They're getting closer and closer to the end.
But they're still not quite within that 2-stop.
Domer could probably pull this off to be a 1-stop if it somehow goes green, but man,
I'm not comfortable enough saying that it will go green.
I think you almost have to throw pit strategy out the window at this point and just race. In the lead. So
he got a really good restart.
So did Morris. Oh, Trash is stuck on the bottom. He had the lead now. He's in an unfavorable position here. Oh! 66 got the ball. Simon clear here for the lead. Yes, he can.
He'll look now, but here comes the 7.
Morris down to the
Morris
bottom.
really drives it in there. Can't make it stick. Is going to be in threat of losing the spot to Paul.
That's the problem. You try and make a move on the bottom of this race and it doesn't work. You're going backwards. The top is the dominant lead.
Indeed, he does lose that spot.
Oh, Saiba the wall hard!
Saiba! He collects 2 of the championship contenders.
At least 2.
Oh no.
Saiba just got the wall a little bit, completely lost it off turn 2. Paul got sent down into the inside wall, and a bunch of cars collected in that.
Yeah, Trash had to get a bunch of front end damage in that too.
Did Timmy get through it?
Timmy,
if he did, he still probably got some damage, like Trash did.
Yeah, I think everybody's taking tires here just in case.
Gonna have Domer in second. Trash and Timmy in third and fourth. Where's Paul?
Paul had heavy damage and
Oh, Zach just spiked a little bit.
Paul's coming. Paul wants to make his way through there in a hurry.
Zach
He
was flagging
he just had a moment
there.
Well,
Oh, Morris just blocked Domer down onto the apron. That really messed up the one car's run into turn 3.
I don't think he's going to be happy about that.
On the outside.
Green so far. I'm hearing cars crash into each other. Whoa!
Trash on the outside of Timmy. I don't think Timmy saw that move coming. He was just, it looked like he was not ready for that.
With what the 66 just did to Domer, my question is he really going to be that aggressive with all 4 of these championship drivers behind him?
I don't know if he realized that Domer was underneath him. It might have just been an accident. But, oh gosh.
Paul's on a mission.
Yep.
Yes, he is. And Timmy is getting swarmed by everyone. He's got to get it back together here.
The 89 swirly. There goes Reap. Into the wall hard.
Looked like Timmy just tried to get back on the outside. There was just no chance of that happening. Got up into the 89, and that caused a chain reaction that ended up with Reef making heavy contact with the outside wall.
Morgan Shepherd's not going to have any money left to go gambling him down on the strip after this race.
That's fine. He'll just go roller skating on the strip instead.
We'll just have to have an ambulance nearby.
Yep.
Now, Morris still has the lead. Trash is second. All third. Dover fourth. Flag back in the air.
Didn't look like Timmy got a good restart.
The one didn't either. But I wouldn't be that close to Trash on the restart either.
No, I would.
Paul cleared for second.
Oh yeah.
Will he make a move or will he ride?
I think Paul just has so much of a faster car here. You got to try and make the move, get that lead back. You're either getting another caution or another pit stop, so definitely cannot ride at this stage just yet behind Morris. But, you know, something interesting here. I think Morris is showing that if you run the bottom lane right, it has speed.
Yep.
Yeah, because usually Paul would just muscle around him on the outside, but he can't do that with Morris. I don't know if Paul...
Morris is driving that thing in so freaking hard, though. It's got to go give up some after a couple laps, I'd assume.
And here's what it also does. It kills his run off the exit. Paul got right to the back of him, even though he was a good...
He blocked.
Close to 2 car lengths off.
But that's how you do it. Do it just like that. As long as you keep them behind you, it doesn't matter.
That's exactly right. You know, Morris is trying to win this race.
Yep.
You have to go back to season 3 since he last won a race in this league. And although a bit of a break in there, nonetheless, just hasn't had the pace compared to these championship contending drivers this season.
Yep.
But here's your chance, you know what I mean? Hang your hat on something for the year.
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
That's
if you can't win the championship, why not make a statement and go out and win the last race?
That's what all these championship drivers are trying to do now. As you can see Paul defending the top.
Got to.
I think he's got to.
That's where his car works, and he knows it.
He's starting to make a little ground on the 66, but it's not.
He still wins where he's at.
He's going to have a really good run right here.
They're coming to 33 laps to go. There's still a pit stop to be made for everyone. If this somehow stays green, and I think this is the longest we've went in quite some time, just these couple of laps here.
How does gas look? Does it take us to 23 to go?
Yes, it will be a clear-cut one stop if this stays green. Should probably do 4 tires.
Ooh. Someone needs something there.
Morris.
I can't tell if Morris is just that fast or if Paul's content with riding behind him right now.
Hey man, car looks good leading.
I think the bottom is showing to have more speed than previously thought. Oh, as Morris gets into the wall there, you just can't go below somebody and be compromised on corner exit. That's when you lose a lot of speed, and that's when the bottom does not work. So naturally, if you're Paul, you have to try and pass him on the top. You definitely can't go below him.
That's where your car works. You know, if you're Paul, you don't change that.
Yep.
And I think that's why Paul's pretty content right now. You know, he's still winning. And he's just gonna ride it out. I mean, if Paul can get to a pit stop, that's where it's really gonna get spread out. Then we're almost looking at like, hey, we might not get that last caution. Maybe they can ride it out to the end. And you got to be ahead before you pit in case that's the way it shakes out.
Oh, here comes... He makes a move
down
the inside.
He goes to the inside. I think Morris has got a really bad exit, and Paul pretty much had to try it. Slide job and clear. Whew, I wasn't sure if he was going to make that work, but he did.
And here comes Morris right back at him on the inside.
But now Paul's
with Domer in tow.
Paul's in the power position here. He's beside him and on the outside. As long as he maintains it, he should clear here down the backstretch.
Yeah, Timmy was looking at the logo off 4 there, but did a good job saying it.
He does clear.
I didn't even notice that Domer took second from Trash.
Domer's making a move for the lead right here.
Paul was,
Where did the one car come from?
Around Morris and around
He makes the move for the lead.
That's a power move at this point in the race.
Oh.
Paul's stuck
that
behind
was
him.
huge.
Man, he dunked his Oreo right in one.
You know, you almost have to start questioning when you get into the lead, do you run the bottom? Is that the faster lane?
Yeah, what happened? Did the track change?
Yeah, I think Domer was playing possum.
That's also a case.
Now Domer on the top. He knows that's the lane Paul likes.
Yeah, so you block
At
it.
this point, you've got to take away the lane of the people that you know around you work. Make them uncomfortable. Make them try something new.
Yeah, like Paul on the bottom.
And we are creeping up to pit stops.
Oh, but he gives him the high side in 3 and 4, and this is where Paul could easily pass him.
Maybe
the bottom
to
doesn't work.
He will clear going into 1. He's going to lose almost 2 spots through 1 and 2.
Yeah, Domer is going to lose second as a result of that. If he doesn't clear up quickly, he could lose third, but Morris not able to take advantage.
Interesting. I mean, his car looked so good through the previous lap, and then that lap, not as good.
You know, there's the thing here, you gotta hit it just right in turn 1. There's a lot of grip, like right down on the bottom, but if you miss it by just a little bit, you can easily just wash up the track and lose all your momentum. You're coming to 24 laps to go. The pit window is open here. You know, I think for the championship guys, it's a little bit too early, especially with the risk of a caution. But if
you want to pit all together, like if you're Domer and those guys pit in front of you, you got to pit with them, right?
Well,
in Domer's case, I think he might be able to stay out a little bit longer and get away with it, but at the same time...
Well, we saw him not be able to make up that time in stage 1. So I worry about that.
You know, I was just thinking, if anything, you want to pit earlier. It's going to be a game of cat and mouse here, because, again, the risk of the caution. You get a caution after you pit, your race is basically over, because you're going to have to take a wave around, pit, and stay a lap down, even if you have the option.
If I was in Domer's shoes and I knew the two in front of me, and even those that are directly around me weren't pitting, I'd pit first, force them to take another lap or two. That way maybe I can get lucky and trap them a lap down.
It's,
it's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't thing.
It's, you know, the one, Timmy, Domer, Trash, they're the ones who have to make the move first. Paul's not going to pit before these guys. He has no reason to. You know, he's out there in the lead. He's probably got the fastest car. This thing cycles. You think he's got a good chance, so I don't anticipate that Paul is going to try and pit first. The other three is where it becomes a question. As you see, Domer and Timmy nearly had a moment off turn 2.
I'm surprised no one has come in yet. I think I already would have.
I guarantee as soon as you see that first car signal, that's when everybody's going to signal.
And Cody Smits is down pit road. So, will this draw anybody else in?
Reap is in.
Now are the championship guys going to say, are they in their own race?
To clarify, do you have to...
The 66 is coming.
No.
Okay. Didn't think so.
It's just a courtesy thing.
Right. I just wonder, like, if I'm third or fourth here, if I do try to just sneak one like that to pit early, I wouldn't want to signal. I mean...
I have done that before in races, and it has worked to perfection. But
I do it.
Yes. I usually do it when only when there's nobody behind me. These guys in the top 4 do not have that luxury. But everybody is running the top, so it does make it a little bit easier.
Man, it is a chess game right now.
It's almost getting to the point where I'm looking at Timmy's tires. They're down in the teens. He's going to have to pit in a couple laps. Does he just pit now?
Here they all
come.
They
all come. They're all pitting together.
This is where things could get really bad.
Surprise, surprise.
Do they make it down cleanly?
Timmy barrels it in there. Passes all of them on the entrance to pit road.
He had to have sped. There's no way.
I think the 7 took it really conservatively. I think he might have got slowed down in time. Checking the stream here. Oh, Timmy nearly wrecked going down beneath the apron. Yeah, Timmy got it slowed down. They all made it.
I was with Mike there. I didn't think he got that slowed down in time.
Oh, no.
Oh,
caution.
No.
So they all get a free pit stop. Kime did not get the whole way around the racetrack, so the guys who stayed out, they'll have to pit. They'll be behind the championship drivers. They should still end up being
Domer won
1,
the race
2,
off.
3, 4. Well, that doesn't. It's the time of the caution.
Oh,
so
yeah?
It's going to be Paul, Timmy, Domer, and then Trash. That should be your top 4.
Man, that's where qualifying pays off, huh?
And here they are. It's a race to the finish now.
top 4. Warriors top 4 in points. How many laps you got?
We'll see once my stream gets to the launch. And the guys who pitted, they were caught out there. That was the risk we were talking about. None of the championship guys took it, and they still all have a chance. They are coming to 13 laps to go.
Wow.
So
Domer just did a really good move to get second.
That was beautiful. I was riding with Timmy as Domer did that.
It's all the marbles right here. You got to take every move you can get here. Every position matters.
Riding is not an option anymore.
No, it is not. And Paul with just a masterful restart.
Drove it on the bottom.
Good job by Trash to get clear and gets him to second. Domer
Comes
looking
Domer back at him.
This is exactly
Is this what Paul wants to see?
Yes, it is. As long as those two are occupied with each other, that's going to make things easier on Paul. But Trash clears. Really good runoff turn 4.
Now, if they stay at this long enough, can Paul get to a point where the draft is actually going to turn irrelevant?
I don't know if that can be the case. I think the draft has been. I think the draft has just been too powerful. Now they've been running. The top lane has mostly been the dominant lane throughout this race. But when you're at the end of the season and at the end of the race, racing for a championship, you have to consider defending the bottom or getting moved. That's going to come into play. There's just too much on the line here. So this is just another game of cat and mouse. As I think the 1 and 9 made some contact.
A little bit.
Oh, the 9 just caught the wall.
Timmy cannot be happy about that. Domer did not give him much room, if any.
That looked like Larson and Elliott.
I was going to say that was Elliott and Logano at Bristol.
Domer just... Yeah. I don't
For all
know.
the Warriors.
Domer got aggressive there. And Timmy paid the price for it. Now, the good thing about the 9 is he's still 5th. He's not out of this yet. I think if he gets back to 1, he's certainly going to return the favor.
But in doing that, do you risk ruining your own race?
Well,
with it being Timmy, I'll let you guys figure that one out.
You know, we'll see. Trash really high in the entry at turn 3 there.
I was wondering if he was going to try to impress Kyle Larson a little bit by running right next to the wall the whole way around.
Oh, got a run there.
Oh, he's got a killer run.
Trash.
That let Domer get right back to almost the back bumper of Trash.
Yeah, Timmy and Karma right there now too.
Yeah, not over yet. Timmy's back in.
All these guys still got a chance, but they're coming to 7 laps to go. Time is running out here.
Oh, Timmy just
oh, Timmy's in the wall again.
No.
And he's going to lose
Couldn't
it.
save it.
Big red.
Caution is out. With all that damage, Timmy is going to be in the back, and it's going to be about 4 laps to go. That might have just
How aggressive
ended.
will he be?
He's going to need a miracle. There's just going to be... Well,
If
Timmy
you're
is
Timmy,
going to
you've
have
got
to
to pit.
I think everybody has to pit. They ran too long there. They're right. Timmy's right sides are in the 60s. I imagine everybody else's is similar, except maybe Domer's. So I think you have to pit here. Take the new tires. They ran too long. Now, from this point forward, after this, probably not pitting again.
All of them here.
And it should be 4 laps to go when they get back going green. There you see it. Paul first, Trash second, Domer 4th, Timmy is 8th. 4 to go.
Paul again. Good restart.
Paul got Kime behind him. Kime is not racing for a championship. This is a safety net for Paul here. If Kime can just hold Domer off, this will be huge.
What if Kime races
hard
but
here comes Kime with a move to the bottom.
He wants to win.
He wants to.
Kime with no championship to race for.
I think he's got something to
Wants
prove.
to cap this thing off with a bang, win the final race, and go into next season with a lot of momentum.
He wants to prove he's still the man down in the series.
Yeah, got knocked out. Just not a great day at Texas last week. But arguably, with the season he had, maybe should have been here.
I think the numbers back that
statement up. This is not over, boys. This is not over at all. Timmy is now up there, too.
Are we coming to 2 to go?
They're coming to 2 laps to go.
This is anything but over.
Kime cleared Domer. They're racing hard back there. Yeah, watch for that as well. Kime might try and hold off Trasher, even though he's his teammate. These guys are not in good terms.
3 wide.
3
Timmy
wide.
Smart, he stays behind Kime and pushes him around the other 2.
No, he sticks to the bottom in 3 and 4.
Push come to shove here.
Push could come to shove. Domer moves Zach up the racetrack.
Oh no.
Domer through the grass.
1 lap to go, and Paul is in position to win this championship. Nobody else in the championship is close enough to get him. Even Kime.
He just needs to make 1 more left turn.
We talked about all race, how he had the dominant car.
Out of turn 4, checkered flag in sight. Paul has won the season 7 championship in Xfinity.
Just a masterful restart. Could not have done it any better. The last 4 laps by Paul, had the lead, did exactly what he needed to do. Might owe Kime one as well after this race. Kime did a great job of keeping everybody else at bay and securing himself second place there. Did it fair and square too. Nothing dirty to do it.
No, not at all.
But just a great race by Paul. We talked about how he had the car to beat tonight, and he showed it there in those last 4 laps.
I think somebody wants to get Paul an invite in here, and we can let him relish in his victory.
I'll shoot him an invite in here.
Hell yeah.
Alright, I have an F1 race to run, so great broadcasting with you guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, man.
No problem.
Hope we can do this again next season.
Good luck on your F1
This was
race.
fun.
Thank you.
What's the verdict? Is he appearing online? Okay. Then I know I gotta scroll down on my list a little ways. Oh, you got him?
Give me 1 second, gentlemen.
He had to go get the celebratory booze, man.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, Larry, what a great race, though. Um,
Yes, that was fantastic.
phenomenal job by championship 4 all race. I know we got into a little bit of a lull in that final stage with some cautions flying, but really great job by them. I was
I
amazed all
think
race.
the cautions were expected.
Yeah,
Late in
for
the
sure.
race, intensity ramps up, push becomes the shove, and things happen. None of that was malicious.
No, not at all. And the dominant car won. I thought Paul. We talked early on about how his car was kind of able to run the bottom and the top, and then we saw multiple times him being able to pick his way through the field after being in the back. So really solid car tonight for that 7 car. And, hats off to him.
They had everything right on that car.
Yeah, I like the flames on the car too.
Just showed how fast it was really underneath.
It was on fire. Apparently, Larry, we're not sitting in victory lane.
But that's where I want to be.
I know. What's going on?
My apologies, gents. I ended up getting a nice, lovely phone call.
No, you're great, man.
And there he
Congratulations.
is,
Yes.
the
The
man
champ
of the race.
is
The
here.
champ has arrived.
Yes. Oh my god. Even though I'm not physically in a race car right now, I am drenched in sweat.
I knew it.
I
See, I
believe
told you.
we were making comments about that
You
tonight.
could see the sweat.
Oh man. I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of doubts in the early portions in stage 3, especially when I got back there a couple of times. It's like, oh, I'm not liking this.
We were confident in you the whole night. Early on. We were saying that you had the best car.
Oh, I've honestly felt like I had the best car. I mean, take for granted though. I know my fellow competitors, they had splendid cars themselves. I mean, it took a lot out of me to get by them a couple of times. But I know this race had it played on tire strategy. That one car would have had it locked up like nothing.
Yeah, he was able to run a little bit longer, you guys.
Oh yeah, and that's actually what scared us during stage 2 when he trapped the whole field one down. Luckily for
Yeah.
me though, I played the right strategy though, and I was like, I'm not taking 4, I'm taking 2 because I want to be that first car one lap down.
And that worked out really well for you.
Oh yeah, it certainly did.
Was there any point in this race that you're most worried? Did you feel like you didn't have it in the bag?
Um, I think the most worried portion of that race probably came during that last pit stop when the caution came out. I knew I was going to be able to get the race lead because I was the first car on pit lane, but what concerned me was depending if we were going to get another caution or not, because I knew if we didn't, us Championship 4 contenders would have been nose to tail the remaining 20 odd laps left that we had, and I was sort of expecting someone like Trash or Timmy to more or less, get ready to make that move in turn 3. But when that last caution came out, that sort of played up the playing field for that last restart. And yeah, I will sort of admit, I did go to the bottom side, and I sort of did drag Kime with me to sort of keep my fellow contenders side by side to give me that advantage.
You gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, I
Yeah,
thought you were
most certainly.
masterful on your restarts all night. Definitely had the best car from the lead on those restarts. I thought when you got to the lead, every time you just really dominated until, you know, something changed it. But congrats, man. You took a winning car to victory lane. Not only got the win, but got the championships. Got to feel good.
Oh, I certainly do. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight after that one. Oh, oh man, that was nerve-wracking. Oh man, but I do want to say thank you to my fellow championship contenders. You know, that was an amazing race. I want to thank the entire field more or less because, you know, all season long it was just excellent competition. I know we had a few little missed races here and there, but overall, you know, I give the whole Xfinity field, I give it an A.
I'd have to agree with you. You guys did a solid
Yeah.
job all year. Well, sir, we're gonna let you celebrate. Again, congratulations, man! You took home the big prize tonight. One to remember for the ages. Season 7 champion. Relish in it, man. And want to thank Larry for being up in the booth with me tonight, and all the front office guys that made an appearance tonight. All had a really good time watching the race, and can only hope for a solid one tomorrow.
Oh, most certainly. And before we do go off air, first of most, I want to congratulate Reap on his Truck Series championship from the other night. And I want to wish the other 4 contenders for the Cup Series tomorrow, Steele, Chief, Katie, and Dole, best of luck in their championship battle tomorrow night.
For sure. All right, guys. Till next time. I think someone's gonna have the stream tomorrow. I'm not for sure. So check out From the Booth tomorrow night for the Cup Series championship, and see which one of those 4 guys take home the big prize. All right, guys. Later.